Hey, good Saturday morning to you. Good morning, Bobbie D.
Good morning.
And how were you on this? Well, it was a snowy
Yes,
day.
it's quite snowy. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect it, but that's okay. That's all
Well,
right.
it's funny. The sun is out, but then the snow keeps falling, then the sun's out again. So, I mean, I honestly don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was supposed to happen like this
Me
today.
neither.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird.
the weather people lied,
Yeah,
or somebody wasn't telling the truth.
or somebody read the meters wrong or something.
Exactly right. So, welcome aboard. It's the CCI radio show, Sam C, Bobbie D. December 21st. So, we're getting closer and closer to Christmas.
It's also
Uh,
the beginning of the winter solstice as
yes.
well. So today is the shortest day of the year, right?
Yeah. Happy winter.
Happy winter, the
Happy
beginning
first day of winter.
of winter.
And CCI Radio Show is sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. Make sure you follow Vibrant Souls on Instagram, and you can email Vibrant Souls at vibrantsouls@gmail.com.
That is
So
correct.
we are glad you guys are here. Good morning to you, Kim. Welcome
Good
aboard.
morning. Good
And
morning.
good to see you. Thanks for being here today. We're glad that you were here
Yes, indeed.
as
Indeed.
well.
We've got a great show uh, on the way.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we got some things to talk about. We are waiting for our guests to come into the studio sometime soon, so we will bring them on as well. But in the meantime, we are globally connected, connecting the world. The CCI radio show begins in just a matter of moments, so stay tuned. And welcome back to the party. And again, if this is your first time, welcome aboard. Make sure you click like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that thumbs up on this video, right, Bobbie D?
That is correct.
Good morning, Danetta. Thanks
Good
for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
And yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to each and every one of you, and season's greetings and
That's
all
right.
that good stuff. And I know Hanukkah's coming to those of you who celebrate Hanukkah.
Well, we are 4 days away from Christmas. Hanukkah actually begins on Christmas Day, so it's the first day of Hanukkah. And then the day after Christmas always begins Kwanzaa. So there are 3 all right there together. So it'll be very nice. So for those who, I do know people who celebrate both Christmas and Kwanzaa, or both Christmas and Hanukkah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be celebrating for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to chat a little bit about what do we want to chat about? Well, we could chat a little bit about what happened last night.
Yeah, sure. Last night we had a chance to actually check out something we've never checked out before. We checked out the holiday pops for the first time.
That is
and
correct.
I'll tell you what, if you have a holiday pops in your area, people were telling us about it for many, many years now, and we just never really thought anything about it. But we decided to check it out for the first time, and it was really great. I mean, the conductor was great. He had a couple of special guests there last night. Ballerina was there last night from the Nutcracker. She danced to the was it the dance of the sugar plum fairies?
Yes.
So that was good. Santa Claus showed up on stage. I mean, he came out and sang his favorite song, "Santa Claus Coming to Town." And had a little soulful jazz to it, I guess you could say. Also, there was a legendary Pittsburgh Steeler in the house last night. We were hard to believe we were sitting 2 rows in front of this person. We had no idea who this person was. But remember I told you that I saw this person pass by as an intermission, and I wasn't sure if Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. I was about 90% sure. But then once this person was called out by the conductor, and the conductor says, "Hey, you right there." And he's like, "Me? Yeah, you."
Like you look kind of like you're a tall drink of water, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Like you ought to come up here.
Yeah, he was a tall drink of water.
He is a tall drink of water. He's a big guy. That was a big guy there.
Yeah, come to find out, he says, you remind me of that, you're a former football player. And then he said, well, when he introduced him, it was legendary former Pittsburgh Steeler, Brett Kiesel. The Beard, as we call him.
That's who that was.
Yeah, the Beard. Yeah, the Beard.
Okay, thank you. I knew there was something else.
Well, Brett Kiesel's the one I always would be like a mountain man.
Yes. Okay. It was funny. That's funny you should say that, because I was kind of like focusing on his beard for some strange reason, and I had no idea why. I kept doing that, and I'm like, why am I staring at this man's beard? That is kind of a weird thing you're doing, Bobbie D. That's kind of strange. But I guess that makes sense then, if he was called. I remember him being called. I'm like, look, Brett Kiesel, I know that name. Isn't he on the Steelers? But he was on the Steelers.
Yeah, he was on the Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But we were
sorry.
It was nice to have him there last night. What a surprise that was.
That was a big surprise.
Also, just to let you know, the newest edition of Pandemic Press Media Magazine is out right now. It's the Holiday Edition 2024, featuring us.
Yes, we haven't received it yet, though.
Yeah, isn't that
we'll hold it up whenever. I know.
Lulu, how do we not get our own copy?
I know. Lulu is kind of slow on the giddy up sometimes,
We can't get our own copy. Well, they're just
we could print it from the computer, but I don't know how lovely or professional that would look. It wouldn't look as professional as the rest of our stuff, but I mean, we could. It would take up a lot of ink.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think about that.
I mean, a lot of ink. There's a lot of colorful
ink. I guess that's something we have to get. Huh?
Oh yes, that is.
You have
true.
to write it on our list.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of things to write down on the list. Lots of things.
Also, we also want to tell you, Cooking Fun with Mrs. Cubbage. If you didn't get a chance to watch that yesterday, make sure you go watch Cooking Fun right here on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Another great episode from you. So
thank you.
Thank you so much for that. And for those of you who are big avid football fans like me, Pittsburgh Steelers, big game today. They play the Baltimore Ravens down in Baltimore, 4:30 Eastern time. If we win today, we clinch the division. We're already in the playoffs by luck of two teams losing last week, even though we lost.
I don't understand all of that. I don't understand how all that works out. So
you always say that to me.
You want me to lie to you?
No, don't lie. Don't lie.
Yes, I completely understand how that works. That makes complete sense to me.
Don't lie.
It makes complete sense. I get it.
No.
I get it. I understand that.
No, that's cool.
I understand.
And one more thing, we are getting closer and closer to our 13-year anniversary for the show. Yes. New Year's Day is going to mark 13 years for the CCI radio show. So we are blessed and humbled and honored to be here with you guys. This is what, the third year for YouTube?
This might be the fourth year.
Maybe the fourth year for YouTube. Mm-hmm. We started off on the audio side, of course. So,
there's that.
We're really grateful and thank you guys for supporting our show and our projects. So we do have some guests coming on today, and I see we have someone standing by. Yes, one of the guests right now. And if you don't mind, I would like to bring them aboard, bring them to the stage.
I would love it.
All right, let's bring this gentleman to the stage right now. Can I hit him? There we go. So we have Jeff with us. Can you hear me, Jeff?
Oh, I don't know, Jeff. Can he?
Good.
Hi. Hey, good
Hey,
morning.
good
How are you?
morning.
Good to see you guys.
Good. It's
Nice
good.
to
It's good
see
to
you
see you.
too.
Nice to
Nice to
meet you.
meet you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And
Happy holidays to you.
yes.
Yes, thank you.
So, Jeff, if I'm not mistaken, you are one of the masterminds behind Bitten Music. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes. Yes,
Okay.
we basically started the project 4 years ago. I mean, I'm an artist myself. I was releasing an album in 2021, and I had a friend who he had a server, and I just said, "Hey, is there a chance I could maybe put some of my songs on your server so I can listen to see how they sound on my phone and all the different like Bluetooth devices that I have?" He goes, "Oh yeah, that's great. We could do that." And so and it was really helpful for my mixes and masters to see how they translate, because that's the hard thing now in the current digital age is people can do their recording and mixing, but then how they translate to phones, computers, sound systems, car stereos, all of that is
Mhm.
it's all variables. And see, I am currently the director of the digital audio recording arts program at the University of St. Francis in Joliet.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
wow.
That's my thing,
Awesome.
and so anyway, he said, "Yeah, we could do that." But then, so then I have another friend who is he's my other partner in this. He's an artist also, but he also has tech companies, and he's familiar with how to get things working with streaming. And I said, well, how about if could I do that where artists buy their own server and stream directly? That was my idea. you know and,
Yeah.
and then he says, well, you know what, you're only going to be able to get maybe 20 people to do that, because you got to have more of a business kind of server instance. And
Mhm.
so he says, but so let's think about this. So basically then I put out this CD, spent decades working on it, and all the equipment to buy and all the artists to you're paying to play on the thing, and then I people just don't buy CDs anymore.
Right.
Right.
You
That's
know,
true. Yeah.
and so
They
so
don't
I was
buy
like,
CDs anymore.
I maybe sold maybe $1,000 worth of them, but that didn't recoup the investment of all these years and times that I've spent
So true.
on this. So I just said, and then here you're going, you're working all this time, and here I've got some little mini ads that I've done. It says, how much did your gear, instruments, recording, mixing, mastering, your decades of investment of time, study, and life as an artist cost?
Mhm.
Ooh.
And then Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music are the winners of the revenue.
Oh,
Why not you be the recipient of your work? And
true.
that sort of thing. And so because like I don't know how familiar you are with what they make. They make, when an artist plays is like spinned on Spotify or Apple Music, the artist makes 0.003 cents a second.
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
3/1000 of a penny. That's what they make.
Oh,
So here's people spending their whole life trying to make it as an artist, and they're not getting any return on it. So
Mhm.
we just decided to flip it on its head. you
mm,
know um so it's basically, it works like this. You subscribe to your artist for $1.50 a month, and
mm,
then the artist gets $1 of that, and
Mhm.
then the 50 cents goes into, well, like the artist makes the most money.
mm.
Stripe, that's our payment system that we use. Well, they make the second most money. They make, like, for just making that $1.50 transaction, they make um 34 cents
Okay.
of that. So there, and so then the rest of the money is for, like, even for example, um when an artist basically what they do is they pay us $10 a month to host all their content.
Ooh.
So then as soon as they have 10 subscribers, they're breaking even.
Hmm.
So
Oh,
because they're they're making $1 from every subscriber. And then as soon as they get 11, 12, 20 subscribers, they're doubling their money.
Wow.
We are making the least amount of money, because I'm kind of looking at this as a long-term thing, and almost it's in this play at this time of its career, it's almost more like a ministry,
Right.
because we're not breaking even yet,
Right.
Mhm.
Yes.
because we're paying, we have coders, we have attorneys, we have accountants,
Yes.
we have our fees to host our instance on Amazon Music services. So we're just trying to birth this thing,
Yes.
so that people can, so artists can then, make their money. So does that make sense? Do you have?
It
Absolutely.
does.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Does make sense.
so like right now our goal is to get, basically 25 artists and have them at least doubling their money, at least having 20 subscribers, because then we could say in good faith, we have 25 artists and they're all doubling their money. We're all kind of like breaking even, except they're actually doing okay with it,
Mhm.
So that's the idea. The difference is like, how do you guys listen to music these days?
Well, most times we do listen to like YouTube,
Yeah.
while we're around the house doing things. So you could just kind of blast it on YouTube. But
Mhm.
oftentimes it
There's
is like
Spotify,
Spotify
there's
and
SoundCloud. Trying to think, was there one more? Actually, no.
I know
I
there's.
think those are the basic ones that you know. you
Mhm.
would think of.
Absolutely.
Yeah, see, because YouTube pays the least,
Mhm.
because it is free, and then the rest of them pay the 0.003 cents, so
Right.
really imagine yourself as as an artist and going, okay, I'm going to spend 10K, renting the studio and getting the session players and paying for the mixing and mastering of
Mhm.
of this work, of this new project, and only receiving um 0.03 cents in
Yes.
return for the spin. So like it's really discouraging, like that's
Mm.
one of like even the people that I deal with at school, I'm going, this is such a different world than when I started in it,
Indeed.
in
Mhm.
terms of being able to make at least some money from CD sales, album sales,
Yes.
and now it's all about merch and touring and things of that sort to even recoup any of your investment. So
So I do have a question about, so on YouTube,
yeah.
if you're watching it on YouTube,
Mhm.
the artist is basically getting nothing when you're watching on
Well, not
YouTube.
quite nothing, but almost nothing.
That
Oh,
is,
It's way lower. I mean, I think a lot of times people are, unless they have a billion streams, or a billion,
mm,
then they'll make some money. Like,
right.
so like it's the same old story. The rich get richer, so the
right,
people that are
true.
really doing well already in the music industry will make, some return on that. A lot of times it is just a vehicle to point to maybe to get, concerts or work and things of that sort.
Okay.
SoundCloud, I don't know if that even, like you were saying, you listen to SoundCloud again. Some musicians will do that too, just to, get themselves out and just say, okay, I have it on SoundCloud. I don't think that's one. I don't think that pays, either. For
Mm.
example, um, my son is Chance the Rapper's engineer,
Oh,
Oh
wow,
wow.
that's
main
cool.
engineer, but Chance puts everything out on SoundCloud. That's how he puts, and then plus he does YouTube's because he does a lot of videos.
Right.
That's his thing. But his money, but it's Chance. Chance is a giant celebrity. He was on The Voice.
Right.
He makes his money almost doing, being a zeitgeist star of the US, and so it's a different game for him than it is for people like like CHAR
Yes.
and
Right.
myself, you know,
Yes.
where we're trying to, you know, like create music and have people come alongside us. Basically, that's kind of the idea that it's, you know, we're saying is that, you know, it's such like, think of this, you know, a buck. I wrote this down too just today. $1.50. You can't even buy a water bottle, you know, or
Right.
anything else from a vending machine for $1.50. You know,
Right.
you know. So you'll not find a less expensive ask, you know, anywhere. You know, for so if people really believe in, you know, your music, you could say, look, could you come alongside me for $1.50 a month? You know,
Right.
and knowing that the artist is getting the dollar and just the transaction fees for everything, you know, the payouts and everything. Even for example, on the $10 a month that we take in for the artists, we have to still pay another 59 cents for just that transaction. So we don't even make the $10, you know. So my goal with this is to have a lot of artists, you know, and have it almost be like having vending machines all over the place. And then maybe, you know, we'll break even and maybe we'll, you know, make this a new way to potentially, you know, for artists to make a revenue from what they've done.
Mm.
Wow.
That's the goal.
Well, that's totally great. I just want to jump into the comments real quick, and then I'm going to bring our other guest on.
Yes.
So, because I see our other
Speaking
guest is
of
standing
artists.
by. So, Jeff, are one of our good viewers and good friends, Danetta. She says good morning to you. I also see Zelma's here, so good morning to her.
Zelma.
And there's been some conversations here in the chat. Danetta says, that's awesome. I need to put a song together real quick.
That's true.
Good.
Danetta has a very
Yes.
lovely voice. She really does. And
Yes, she does.
we actually do have, who unfortunately isn't here today, a young lady named Summer Rae, who is in Pittsburgh like we are.
Mhm.
She's a singer, songwriter, and she has some music out there, but it's mostly in other countries.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think that would probably be a nice little connection there too. I hope she pops in before the show is over, so she could.
How long have you guys been in Pittsburgh?
We're
all our lives.
all our lives.
Did you know the singer named Dee Thomas?
Boy, that sure sounds familiar.
He was a gospel singer back in the day. I met him, golly, at the end of the 90s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He was a really good singer. I used to go to Pittsburgh. I used to love going to Pittsburgh. I had a really close friend who made microphones. His name was Tracy Corby, and he was situated, you know, right in Pittsburgh. And so, like, whenever I needed, he was so busy, I would basically have to take the microphones I wanted him to work on and put his hands on them because okay, work on mine now, you know.
Wow.
And so, but he was he was a master. He actually moved. I helped him move out of Pittsburgh to go to Nashville to Blackbird Studios in probably, I think it was 2006, and really. So I would stop. Usually, whenever I was going out east, I would stay at his place in Pittsburgh. We always had a great time. So I have fond memories of Pittsburgh. So.
Well, thank you. We're glad you love Pittsburgh. Speaking of, we have someone that we haven't seen
in Pittsburgh.
Someone we haven't seen in a long time. Literally.
Well, we haven't seen her here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
in a long time.
You met her first. I met her second.
Yes, sir. Of course.
And we have deemed her, and I'm so glad that she keeps this moniker, the Inspiration Sensation, because her voice is just, well, awesome.
Exactly.
You know,
it's amazing.
Let us bring her on. We have our
there.
There she is.
Good morning.
Good morning, love.
You.
How are you?
Sorry, I was having tech issues, but I'm here now.
You should not have the problems. I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, we knew you'd be here eventually. You know, you were here to see Bobbie more than me anyway. So.
No. Equally.
And Jeff is wonderful.
Yes.
He's giving us such fantastic information. I mean, this is wow.
Yes.
We're so happy that you connected us with Jeff. So thank you for being on here as well,
You're
Jeff.
welcome.
Yes.
You're
And
welcome.
we are, of course, happy to have our inspiration sensation back with us after a hiatus.
Right.
I guess you can
Well,
say.
actually, Shar, you'll get a kick out of this. So I was
Yes.
looking back at Facebook memories before we got on, and do you know we actually had you on the show on this date 5 years ago?
What?
On this date,
Wow.
Yeah.
yes, on this date.
We'll claim this date. It's
This is
ours.
the date. This is
Oh, speaking of, there's something else that we'd like to actually put out there too.
just in
Something.
case Jeff didn't know. Jeff might not know
Yeah.
about this.
Well, Jeff, since this is going to be your first time hearing about this,
Mhm.
we have a publishing company called Pandemic Press Publishing, and it's out quarterly. So we had our very first holiday edition put out in December 2022, and we have a beautiful lady on this cover, and I think you
Oh,
may.
look at that.
You might know who that is.
Yeah. Holy mackerel. What a great picture.
50 pounds lighter then.
Yeah.
You're so bad. She's so-
I know. See, can't take you anywhere.
I keep it real.
If we had you, if we had you with us last night, same thing. Couldn't take you anywhere.
it's so silly.
But anyway, sure. How have you been? What's going on?
I'm here. Life is lifing, but I'm
Yes.
so excited to be a part of this. Always a pleasure to be on your show and, just having constructive conversations, which is why I thought talking about bitten music
Yes.
would be so beneficial because, I've been at this for quite a while and I've been praying for opportunities to be able to control my music more, being an independent artist,
Yes.
having more control and also monetary gain. I mean, we work hard at what we do, we make it look easy, but we don't get that money like we
Yes.
should. So I thought it'd be good for all of us to talk about this.
Yes. Well, how did you and Jeff meet? Like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
There's a friend of mine, Jim. I don't know if you already talked about him, Jeff. Did you
Oh,
already?
yeah, he's the co-owner. He and I are the co-owners of Bitten.
Yeah, and I've been friends with him for years. He's a sound engineer, and he does sound for the bands that I've been in. Excellent work. And he told me about this a few years ago, actually, that it was in the works, and he wanted me to consider being a part of it. So
Oh,
I said, let me give it a try. I've been praying for something like this. So yeah.
that's the truth. That's the truth.
Nice.
Yeah, and you have.
Yeah,
I'm
nice.
sorry.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
actually looking in the comments real quick. I see that, of course, everybody is saying good morning to Char, of course.
Good morning. I can't.
That's
I,
right.
I
Say good
can't
morning
see
to our
them.
inspiration sensation. And I see Kim. Yeah, Kim also says Merry Christmas, Sister Char.
Merry Christmas to you. Mwah.
So yes, we are so happy. We couldn't think of a better way to kick off leading up to the Christmas holiday to have you on the show, and having Jeff on here is just an extra bonus for us. So we
Yes.
appreciate
Yes,
you both.
indeed.
Yes.
Any specific thing you may want to ask?
Well,
Kim?
yes. So I was thinking about how, Shar does have an incredible body of work,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just curious to know, like, does because I would imagine that it probably could go back, to all the years that she's done, her music.
Mm-hmm.
Would she be able to get monetary gain from things from years back, or would it just start with new music?
That's a good question.
It's a great question.
Well, she'll get monetary gain from having subscribers.
Okay.
That's so it doesn't matter if the material was recorded 2 months ago or 2 decades ago or or more. It's just that people will go, I want to support Char and I want to be one of her subscribers, and she'll get the gain from that. And so the more content you have up there, the better. It's just, like, as I have a guy, he's a jazz saxophone player in this area. He is just releasing his 12th album, and he just did his showcase of it at Jazz Showcase in Chicago this week with a singer, and he, in his ads, he just basically said, I'm only producing this on vinyl, and I'm not putting it on Spotify because they're crooks.
Oh.
And so
Okay.
That's about right.
and so and he goes, so he says, so what he's doing is he's giving it some time, to be able to sell the vinyl. But then I think early, like February, he's going to put it on Bitten too. But he has all his other music on Bitten already. Here, like, I helped him get his older. I talked with his engineer. We got, the old music. We basically put it into the format we needed to, and he'll have 11, 12 albums on it. He's trying to get his stuff off of Spotify. But they don't play easy. It's really tough to get the stuff off of there. So anyway, people, then the beauty of that is, then if the subscriber says, you know what, I don't, everything you put out, like I'm a lot of times there's stuff that people don't always like the most, and so they'll say, okay, I like these 8 songs off this album, and I like these 4 off this album, and I like these 7 out of this album, so they can put their own playlists together, and so they can listen to them from all of the music that people have put out and make their own, playlists of the stuff. So far, everything I've listened to from CHAR, I've loved, though.
Yes. Thank you.
She reminds me, I don't know if you guys know this, but she's the closest that I've ever heard to Danabelle Hall, from Andre Crouch used to have.
Oh, we know Andre Crouch.
Danabelle, she used to sing with him. She was
wow.
Yeah, so CHAR is the embodiment of Danabelle. So there
I'm
you go.
flattered. Thank you.
I love that.
Thank you.
So does that make sense? Then she makes money, not on putting out like new stuff. Now it's anything, people just subscribe to her. That's it. And speaking of that, let me see if this works. I just put this together last night. See if you want to subscribe to CHAR.
Oh, I love that. Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
I love that. Okay.
Wow.
Now my phone is
so they can freeze that, and then you just take it. If they,
Thank you, Jeff.
Then that way, I put that. I don't know if you knew about that. There's, like, when you go into your profile, you can download the code that goes to you. That PR code, so you can put that on any of your media stuff. And
if you could send that to us as well, we'll make sure we link it to our stuff too. Yeah, absolutely.
Just a quick question from the audience to you, Jeff. Netta was asking, she heard you say Joliet. Is that Joliet, Illinois?
Yes, Joliet, Illinois. Yeah.
Okay. And she was
southwest Chicago.
Danetta is also in the Chicago area.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm sorry, CHAR. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's something I want to talk about, because as Jeff is talking about, like Spotify and all these other streaming platforms, they pretty much own you and own your music. And I've noticed that when I even post my music, they'll what is it? It says something like the copyright owner, you can't use it. And so I have to tell them that it's mine. But then they go through this thing where it's like, DistroKid or CD Baby own the rights. That's something else I want to explore. Like, how do you own the rights to my music because you're a streaming platform? I don't understand.
Right.
See, that's basically what I was gonna. That's pretty much like what I was gonna ask Jeff about, with how he did say Spotify would kind of take your music and wouldn't let the person take their music back. Well, this is my music. This is
and that's the very reason. That is the very reason why, even being with a label is not appealing to me, because I don't want you taking control of my works.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's, yes, I want a partnership, but I don't want you to own my stuff.
Right.
So it's like, how do you protect yourself as an independent artist?
There's a lot of variables in that, like different labels and different, like you're saying, like CD Baby and DistroKid. Those are entities that basically will place the music into streaming, all the streaming services. So, like, say for example, you were going with like CD Baby, and they would go, okay, they place it in all the streaming services, but then sometimes in the fine print they own part of the publishing on that, and so like so they're getting. That's another reason you're not making so much money, because they're getting some piece of that too, and so for when you say I want this off, you're taking some of their money away, not much, but still there, it depends on the agreement that you had signed, when you did that. That's why, see, the other thing about Bitten that I like, and this is kind of what we preach at school, is that in these days people have to be musicians, technicians, and entrepreneurs, to be making a living in the music industry, and the part of the entrepreneur component is like really taking stock of, do I own the copyright, and do I own the publishing on the stuff that I've done? Because then if you do, you're in a better place, and so that's kind of what when people put their stuff up on Bitten, they have to have, that's part of the terms of use that we had to work out with the attorneys, that they have to basically own the rights to put it up there, like to put it on, that they own their publishing and they own the copyrights. So that it's, the onus is on the artist to make sure that they have that secured,
Exactly.
So again, that's where it's the entrepreneurial component of being your own artist, and saying, it's like one of the things that I suggest to all the artists is they need to have a website, for their, and like I use Bandzoogle, because I used to use WordPress and all that stuff, but it was just like always having to update things, always, like, oh, this piece of this needs to be updated, and it goes down, and the thing is that I like about Bandzoogle is it's kind of geared for artists, it's geared for musicians. You can actually sell stuff from it if you want to, but I utilize it as since people don't buy CDs and really don't buy albums that much, I use it as my kind of liner notes for my work, and say, okay, here's a song I just released, and here's the details about it. Just like if you were reading an album or a CD and going, oh, that's the players, oh, that's what you do, that's what your thoughts are, there's the lyrics, da 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 da, so I connect via that website, with my fans, the people that subscribe to me, and that's the other thing Bitten provides. It's gives you obviously all the emails for your subscribers, so you can create a database to send out regularly. So so that kind of, that makes you as an artist kind of go, oh yeah, I own this, this is mine, this is kind of like my business now, and so it's almost like your own little Geppetto. You're creating things for your people,
Indeed.
But that's a different mindset. See, because a lot of times in the old days, people, I work hard, get the CD, boom, give it to CD Baby, and I'll put it up there, and then I get nothing. And maybe some streams, but now with Spotify, they just put this into action just this year. You got to have 1,000 streams before they pay you anything. Nothing. You get you don't even get the 0.003 cents. So, and so there, in what happens is on like Spotify, I think it's 60 to 70,000 songs are put up there a day. So it's really hard to break through. And then now with the AI, I don't know if you got to hear my AI song, CHAR. Did you get to?
I did. I'm going to tell you about it after.
Oh, good. Yeah, I know. It's funny because I'm doing a clinic at the Illinois Music Educators Conference in Peoria this January with my colleague at school. and we're doing a thing called AI is here, and it's basically AI in music. And so what I did just for fun is I got this program called Ace Studio, and I wrote this. I used the verse, "You are the one who is and was and is to come," and then my responses to that verse, and so then I wrote the song, and I had AI voices singing. And so I know Char's going to be brutal on it. Because I would rather have her sing it because it would be more real. But it was funny. I was thinking, okay, if I'm going to have AI sing, I might, maybe I can, redeem them, because they're singing got phrases, and
No.
no, I didn't think so. Anyway, but
AI freaks me out, though.
I know it does.
It freaks me out.
Yeah, it does.
On the other hand, I was able to get the ideas that I wanted to kind of that I wrote, and I was able to. So like if I have real singers, I have to say, look, it's singing something like this.
Yeah, these are the real.
This is kind of what I want. But but she's a pro. She's like the highest level here. So it's just like I have this saxophone player that I deal he's also one of my artists too. His name is Jacob Slocum, also an awesome believer, and he has some great work. So that he'd be another guy to subscribe to. But I play him some stuff that I'll do, with like sampled saxophones, and he goes, "No, so like
you just can't replace real people. You can't.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. Yeah. But it was more of a thing, that we're presenting it, to like music educators, to like write arrangements and maybe to have it like music -1 things, so for teach their choir songs and stuff like that. That's kind of the idea. But but the scariest thing, it's here. It's coming, and those kind of like voice clones and things where people, like in some ways, I'm experimenting with this. I just got a program from a guy in Minneapolis that he said so for example, I could take CHAR's music and I could have this program extract her voice.
Oh.
Okay. And then I could just have a file of just her voice.
Oh, wow.
And then this is what's going on in the industry. They could just take that voice, collect them, feed it to the AI to learn it, and then they can like copy it. That's where
we need a law. We need a law to protect our voices.
There should be agreed.
Scary.
That is scary.
So that's kind of the new age in music. I mean, one of the things my colleague and I are really we want to kind of keep. I know I don't like it either. I want to keep tabs on it, and that's another reason why Bitten is, I think, an option, because what happens is in Bitten is then, you have your people that are paying to listen to your music. They're your super fans. They're not going to do stuff like that. They're not going to rip it and do that kind of thing. So, but if it's out there, and it's residing on the Spotify and Amazon and Apple Music, it's fair game.
Wow. I agree with Char. There should be a law against, against being
Absolutely.
able to.
I'm so serious.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, especially Char, for all the years you've got so many good songs out there. You definitely want to make sure you're being protected.
The thing is lagging a little bit. I don't know if it's doing that for you guys. Is the streaming lagging a little bit?
You're a little bit, but it's not just a little bit.
So we just have to pause in between everybody talking. Yeah.
Who was talking? Was it me?
Sam and Bobbie.
I was probably running my mouth. There is another question for you, Jeff. And I'm actually, Zelma is, I can kind of throw this into the comment with Danetta, because Zelma was commenting about what Danetta said. So Danetta's asking you, Jeff, have you heard of Brandy Phillips? She does the Tina Turner Experience, and she's from Joliet, Illinois. She performs at Buddy Guy's place a lot in Chicago.
Okay. What's her first name again?
Brandy.
No, but I'll look into it. See.
And
Okay.
and Brandy is
That sounds
spelled different. So you spell
Yeah,
Brandy.
Brandy is spelled Brandye.
DYE. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So yeah, very good
Very
question.
nice question. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, AI freaks me out so bad.
Yeah, it does.
It's worse when they take somebody who's passed on, like 30, 40 years ago, and then you bring their voices back, and I'm like, oh, that's a little that's a little
scary.
too much for me. Like, if somebody here, if you AI and there, but don't mess with those who passed on. Like, it's just it just sends me into a different it's what?
You think
Yeah, just imagine a new song by Johnny Cash being released.
Oh
Oh
gosh.
God.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's where.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah, but see, people make money off that stuff, and so anytime people can make money off those sort of things, they'll just pursue it, and there's all kinds of residual effects of these sorts of things.
I'm
So
sure. I mean, if you can imitate the person's voice, that's one thing, but the
Yeah.
AI thing
Yeah.
with the people who've passed, it just totally freaks me. Totally.
Yeah.
I know.
So I'm really
It's a lot.
excited. It is. It is. I don't know. But I'm really, really excited about we have to fight back against this AI thing in a way. I don't know how we're gonna figure it out, but I'm excited about I don't know if I'd call it a partnership or with Bitten, but
Yes.
being able to build my fan base and having more of a connection with them. And because you all know how I am, I love people,
Yes.
and be able to interact with who. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. So Jeff,
yeah,
somebody had um emailed me and they were like, I'm a real fan, I love your music, but they have your music on my platform because her name is CHAR too. So all
Oh,
this time she's getting my money, or I guess my credit for my streams. So that's something else we really need to look into until I can remove everything off of those platforms and bring it on.
yeah,
Isn't that
exactly.
terrible?
yes. That's
That. Her, is it just Char, or is that she goes by
Char. There's a
Char just
lot of
like you
Chars
do?
out there I didn't know. That's why I'm all caps.
Wow. Well, that's a
Is
good idea.
but does this Char or that Char's last name isn't
Well, I
McAllister?
don't use my last name because it's my
Right.
ex-husband's last name.
Well,
Right.
that's a good. That's fair.
Right.
That's fair. That's
He
fair.
told me not to, so.
Well, all
You don't
all
need
they
it.
need
It's
to
fine.
know is
It's fine. You don't need it.
Char. You know what I mean?
Char
It
in my
just
music.
flows. That's all you need to know.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really interesting. Another
Yeah, that it's
Char out there.
it's interesting that another Char
You never know,
could
Char.
right.
See, it's just so crazy because I'm like, how do you not? Shouldn't there be numbers or identification to
Yes.
identify you with your music? Like, how does my music end up on somebody else's platform? Again, they're
That's a
getting
fine
credit for
question.
my streams.
That's a good
Wish I
that's
can
a
answer
fine
that.
question.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one before.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't
new one. You're the first on that too.
I'm gonna send you the email.
Yeah, that would be good.
that's
Hmm.
that's a good thing. And Shards also I think it's wonderful that you and Jeff connected because before you came on, he told us that he too is an artist. So it
Mm-hmm.
makes a lot of difference instead of it just being somebody who's just looking looking for artists and I'm a
Exactly.
business person and I'm looking
Exactly.
to bring people on. It's good to have somebody who is also in the business and knows what you're going through and knows what you're dealing with. So I think this is a
Exactly.
wonderful
Well,
partnership.
that's kind of one of our little taglines is um, for artists created by artists. Because Jim is too an artist and he works with artists every day practically.
Wow.
And so in some ways that's why like I made I'm actually leaving the University of St. Francis next year so I can focus on this. You know, so and
Passion.
so it's more of a, and I have to, you know, because I have to deal with artists. I have to deal with my own. I want to basically create my own art, and I want to be helping artists do their thing too. So it's like it's a different shift, and so that's luckily I have a wife that supports me on that.
Yes,
you know, and so that's a, you know, a beautiful thing, and so yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, Jeff, you said that you were an artist yourself, but I don't think that you've told us how long you've been in the business yourself before you started.
Well, I started when I was 10 years old, and I
Oh.
knew I was going to be a musician then. And I was kind of born into a bit of a musical family, and we had music all the time, you know, going on in our, you know, family gatherings, and I just fell in love with music. You know, born in the days of, you know, like writing the Beatles, and like when I started playing guitar, my cousin, you know, and he says, okay, let's start a band. Okay, fine. What do you want to play? He says, I'll play drums. I said, okay, I'll play guitar. So that's how it started, you know, and so since then it was just nuts. And so then I got, luckily in my college years, late high school, early college, I got to study with some really amazing players. I got to study with Pat Metheny. I don't know if you're familiar with him, jazz guitarist. He's probably got 20 Grammys.
Yeah.
And, you know, Gary Burton, and who is, you know, also an amazing player. And so I was, then I went into my, you know, back then, you know, I was always recording concurrently with the things that I had available, tapes and cassettes and all that kind of stuff. But I was more of a studying musician, you know, and to be a musician. And then I got my degree in music education. And then I went on right away to teach in, you know, Joliet Junior College. And then I pivoted into the University of St. Francis, you know, teaching there. And that's where I got my master's at Illinois, IUPUI in Indianapolis in music tech. So, so I've been always concurrent, you know, doing that. So I was always a player, you know, but my first job full time has been at the University of St. Francis. I was like the traditional kind of artist, you know. I was, you know, recording, playing, teaching, actually selling equipment, you know, doing consulting, all that kind of things, you know, multiple streams of income to try to make it. But then but that's when I, you know, got into St. Francis, which was good because I was able to, you know, it's a great gig. I don't even know why I'm crazy. It's just this nutty thing, me giving it up, because I work with young people every day working on their music, you know, and I go to school and I go, okay, what do you got for me? You know, we work on it and we just fix it and make it better, and they're all happy. And, you know, but at the same time, you know, I have a lot of music recorded myself, just like CHAR. You know, I have lots of stuff that I got to finish. I got a lot of stuff, but I'm going, well, why would I finish it if you know, it takes hours and hours and thousands, you know, to make this happen, you know, especially at our level. We're more regional, you know, and we don't have the big gigantic following like, you know, like the big superstars. So so in some ways then Bitten was a, you know, you can't fight the streaming world.
Yes.
So that's where people are receiving their music. So okay, create an alternative. That was the idea. So does that answer your question there?
I appreciate that so much. Yes.
It's a fabulous alternative. That's a fabulous.
Yes.
It is.
I can feel the passion.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
We can hear the passion in his voice.
That's right.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, looking at the comments here, see if I missed anything. Danette was laughing. Tell her to run. Run your money's here or something like that.
Tell her to
run your money.
Run you your money.
Yeah, get your money. And
that part
be extremely frustrating. And then Danetta said, right, so at least she was honest about it, but still, run me my money.
Right.
Yeah.
Film says it's so nice to see you today.
Oh.
Is that for me?
Yes, for you.
Yeah.
From Kim.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Question for both of you, whoever wants to answer it first. If someone was trying to get into the business of what you both do, what advice would you give them?
Whoo, that's a loaded question.
Want me to change it?
That's a loaded question. All right, let me try. Let me try. I let Jeff jump in.
I'll let her go first.
Okay.
Um, read it one more time.
Yeah. So if someone was trying to get into the business for, both of what you guys do, um, what advice would you give them? They say, hey, I want to do what you guys are doing.
That's a lot. So I would say you really have to, first of all, know that this is something you want to pursue, because
Mhm.
it is not for the faint of heart.
Yes.
And how far into it do you really want to go? You have to be dedicated. You shouldn't come into it expecting for somebody to make you famous or make you known, or you know what I mean. You should come in knowing that I'm ready to roll my sleeves up and I'm ready to work. I have my own publishing company.
Yes.
I'm a member of ASCAP. I mean,
Yeah.
I still don't know, just those little foundation things you should do. I still don't know how I will benefit. I did get an ASCAP check when I was living in
Oh,
Pittsburgh. It
oh,
was pretty big, I have
oh.
to say.
You.
All right.
It was very, very big. I think it was like about $1,000 or something like that. And
Okay. Very
I,
nice.
I was
Very
about to rip it up because I thought it was one of those fake checks.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yikes.
And I said to John, I was married then, I was like, I don't know what this is. I think this is fake. He's like, no, that's real. Yeah, we cashed
Ooh.
that baby. But
Let's take it.
anyway,
All right,
he
we'll give John a shout out for
Yeah,
stopping you
just
from ripping the check. We'll give him a
that
shout
part,
out.
that part.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
wow.
Mhm. But
So
definitely
that's
you
why I rip
have
it
to,
up now.
yes,
Wow.
take the reins to your career. Make sure
Mhm.
that your music is protected, copywritten. I know Jeff probably has more info on that, but commitment, dedication, passion. If you
Yes.
don't have any, you're expecting somebody else to do it for you, you're not gonna be successful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I concur with everything Char's saying.
Mhm.
And again, like our focus at school, I mean, being a good excellent musician in these days, um, you have to kind of be a technician too, in some ways, just like you guys are doing. Did you ever expect to be doing podcasts? No, but that's the new world,
Yeah.
and so you have to be, understand tech. I have one of my artists, his name is Joe Falisco, phenomenal harmonica player, and Eric Noden. They used to travel all over the world playing, and I mean they call themselves a roots duo, and they do blues and gospel-y type things like that. And but then during the pandemic, everything shut down. So
Mhm.
they used to tour Europe, they used to go to Australia, go to South America, and things like that and play. But then that shut down, and so that revenue, they had to figure out a new way of doing it. So they started doing concerts online, and they took 2 years or so to develop it to be really flawless, and they do a
Wow,
phenomenal job.
that's awesome.
So that's just one iteration of using technology, into their benefit. And they sell concert tickets that way, and people all over the world. They had one last week. There were all people from all over the world that came from their fans base, all over. So that's one way that you have to be you have to have, unfortunately, it's a good and bad. You have to have some kind of internet presence. You have to have some kind of website. You have to be able to, like CHAR's doing, put stuff on Facebook and develop that. That's one of the reasons too for me that I have to get more into that component of promotion. And
Mhm.
on the one hand, the reason why we're taking it slow, this has been a slow release. We were trying to make sure. I mean, we're competing with some big guns,
True.
with this. I mean, and so we just need to make sure our stuff works, you know, and
Sure.
getting, you know, like all the financials work, all the streaming works, all those things, you know, like all our, you know, in our ducks are in a row, you know.
Absolutely.
So for, you know, working with a young artist, I would say, okay, so then you got your musicianship, do his best, write great songs. If you write great songs,
Yes.
people will love what you do, even if they're not technically the best. But if you write songs that really, you know, like touch people and really
Yes.
go, oh man,
Yeah.
that was awesome, you know, both in performance and lyrics, you know, you're not going to lose. So to the questioner, you know, focus on writing good songs and have people that around you to be able to say, hey, is this good? You know, like just this thing I'm doing, you know, with CHAR, I just sent her this new, again, this first thing I just sent was this is the other cool thing about Bitten. You don't have to have it perfect to put it up. So you're the one putting your own music up. You're not giving it off to some, you know, CD baby or, you know, distro kid. You put it up. It takes you like 2 minutes to put the song up. And then you can go, okay, here's my mix. Here's my master. Here's the song. What do you think? And you go, it's just like this old, you know, like Cat in the Hat book. Do you like my hat? No, I don't like your hat. You know, you know, so you could, that's, you know, you can get feedback from it and go, okay, I'm gonna try to do this little again, you know, so you can have version 2, you know, you can have ones that are just instrumental, you know, and so
Yes.
so again, for the person, if you can write great songs and have ways to talk to people or show them the songs, then you know, that's a great thing too. And so, but then I think really you have to have this is, okay, it's almost like you have to divorce yourself from the artist kind of thinking sometimes, but you have to go, okay, I am also a business owner. I'm owning my music. This is my commodity. This is the thing that I am presenting to the world, you know, and so this is, I have to, all the ducks that I have to get in a row for both, you know, like copyright, publishing, all those sorts of things. You need to have somebody that you work with to be able to help you, you know, secure that, you know, and so those are all, they're all big asks these days. In the old days, you just had to be a great singer, great player. And people go, oh man, do something. But you know, it's still a difficult, it's not any easier in some ways to make a living in music than it used to be. It's easier in the sense that if, you know, like people want, you know, to put their things on more public platforms, they can point to it, but that doesn't guarantee any income from that. But maybe it would help with touring or gigs or something to that effect. And that's usually the counter that I get when people say, well, why should it be part of Bitten? You know, it's all kind of its own little ecosystem of, you know, supporters. And I go, yeah, but there's maybe on occasion people can put, here's a song on SoundCloud. It's one of my ones, my 1 of 10 that's going to be on my new album. By the way, we can go and get it on Bitten too, you know. So there's all kinds of different ways to navigate that.
That's a good point.
I say one more. Sorry,
Absolutely.
Bobbie. I just want to add this very important note that I'm even taking for myself, because I'm really focused on, you know, I've been in business for a while. I've operated like a business owner with my music. Reading contracts.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Reading the fine prints.
Yes.
Do not be in a hurry to sign anything. You got to protect yourself and protect your music and your ownership. Yeah, that's what I want to add.
Well said.
That's so true. And to what Jeff said about, you know, having you know, good and interesting music. I heard CHAR's music before actually meeting her. And the first song I heard from CHAR, which is totally correct, is "Christmas is a Celebration." And you know, she starts off and, you know, you're I'm like, oh, okay, all right, what's this? And she, whoa! I'm like, oh. When somebody starts off a song with whoa, I'm like, oh, you got me. That's it. And I was dancing around the studio.
Wow.
like, yeah, okay. I'm like, I don't know the word yet, but I will. Okay. And I'm just dancing around. I'm like, I don't even know when the song ends. Okay. Whoops, the song ended. Okay, I need to get back.
Replay.
You know, you need
Repeat.
to have, something that will pull somebody. You know, you don't know what. You know, I'm like, okay, all I heard like, okay, done.
I mean, I have
Done.
to admit that hook does get you every
Gets
time.
you.
I mean, especially this time of year. I mean, we have to play that. Of course, you know this, sure. Bobbie will play this every month. You know, it could be Easter and she's playing Christmas as a celebration.
Hey, Christmas and Easter go together. They go together.
That's funny.
Yeah, 4th of
I
July.
love it.
You know. So,
I love it. Timeless. It's timeless.
but yeah, I mean, it's like I said, we couldn't have a better Christmas get together other than having Char and you, Jeff, on the show. We just want to
Jeff,
thank you
we're
guys
so thankful.
so
We're so
much.
thankful you could be here, and we'd love to meet your partner.
Yeah,
You know, one of these days you could both
come back. Yeah,
you know, come back.
Definitely want to have you back on the show. Char, you know we want to have you back.
Absolutely. I'm here.
Yes.
And did I miss any comments here? Wait
I
a
think
minute,
you
let's
might have missed a.
So, okay. So Donetta says that's true. If you don't have a passion for it, then don't do it. That goes for anything in life. And Kim says my first song was Real Love at a Palm Sunday concert. Char.
Oh,
What? Wow.
Is that a flashback for you?
Yes. Wow. That's awesome.
wow.
Yeah, I can see that one caught you by
beautiful.
surprise, Char.
Yes. It did. Well, you know, it's funny that you're saying this because in working with Bitten, it forced me to go through the archives of music
Yeah.
that has not been released. And
And the
I
music
was
you
like,
were
I want to
sending
start.
on the text yesterday, I'm like, what? I'm like, oh.
Listen, Jim started going through the stuff because we had it on DAT tapes, and we don't have devices to pull the music off. So Jeff was able to get him one, and
Wow.
I'm getting emotional because when I listened to it, it was the debut recording of Chosen to Be Blessed from 1999.
Wow.
I was like, and let me just say, me listening to it, I'm like, Char is ministering to me.
Yes.
Like, it was messing me up. It got me, I was just like weeping. And I realized how much work I had been doing and just hearing the audience response and how effective the ministry or the music was. I'm like, wow. So I'll be releasing that in the beginning of the year on Bitten.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Well, we're excited to hear that too. I mean, that's definitely a great thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Char,
for you.
I think this is a wonderful partnership between you and Jeff, and what a blessing you all, to be able to share in this journey together.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we've both pretty much grown it together. This is,
Yes.
ground floor on this,
Yes.
and
But I
that's
love the ground floor.
I was going to
part of that.
say
Yeah.
that's what you want.
speaking of that. Is there a way to upload, like, I have that QR code for Char. I don't know how to upload it. Can I upload it to this, or do I have to send it to you?
Jeff.
Let me see. I wonder if you could.
Because I was looking to see if there's any features
Yeah,
to,
I don't know if you have
put in.
features.
I can if you can send me your email, I can
We'll do that.
I can send you the Char QR code to
That would
sign
be
up.
wonderful. That'd be
Yeah,
Okay.
I just don't know. I just have to attach it somehow.
The only thing I have to change is just getting that last name off.
On your
On the what you made? Yeah, I just go by Char.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for making that. It's beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Very
I'll that's fine. I mean, what I did on this I made a picture of it, I just call it Char, and
I
so
love it. I love it.
It's easier. Char is easy to do.
Yeah, because my ex, he's really serious about me not using his name.
Okay. Yeah, I'll change that. It's easy. I'll say do it.
I'm not trying to get sued. Look.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I'll make Char even bigger. the word. So.
In every way. In
Yeah.
every way.
Keep it. He can keep it. We just
We're good.
call
We're
you
good.
CHAR anyway, so it's
Yeah.
fine. So it's fine. It's fine.
Exactly.
Well, shout out your social medias, and shout out folks that you want to just kind of lift up in this moment.
Yeah.
Let everybody know how to get in contact with you guys.
I
Kathy,
did.
what
I don't know if
number?
you see it in there. I put bitandmusic.com. That's my in the chat. Is that there? It's in the comments.
Oh, okay.
I
We
see
got
it.
the private chat. Okay, see if
Yeah.
we can.
Oh, it's a private. Yeah.
Yeah, that was-
It's under the comments part.
Okay, no problem.
Can you see that?
Yeah, we could see it. That's a okay. Can you? Yeah.
I'll get it.
Sam's gonna put that.
I'll
in
get it.
there.
Don't worry about it.
Well,
Yeah.
for me, CHAR Dreams Music, one word, CHAR Dreams with an S, music on Instagram, CHAR McAllister on Facebook, but my artist page is just CHAR, all caps, CHAR. And then, of course, if we get subscribers on Bit Music, I think I'm just CHAR on there. I'm still setting my account up. So,
Oh.
and my website, shardreams.com.
Excellent. Oh my goodness. And have you guys checked out what's the new Blue Sky?
Yeah.
You know what?
Sky.
I've been wanting to. Have you guys used it?
Sam are social media persons.
Yeah, I'm that guy. So I had to take us off of something else. Not going to name any names.
Yeah,
or
right.
letters. But
No.
anyway, yeah, we are on Blue Sky under the Cub. That's CUBB, the Cub Connect.
Cub Connect.
Yeah, the Cub Connect. We're also on another great platform we found out about called Fanbase.
Oh, okay.
And same thing, we're under the Cub Connect. So any of you guys out there that want to join Fanbase and Blue Sky, it's those are two great new options for you guys as well.
And Fanbase is actually pretty cool because the owner is Isaac Hayes' son.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's Isaac Hayes the third, which is third. Yes. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Fanbase.com. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, Fanbase.com.
I'll have to check that out.
Okay.
I do want to say something else. I am literally, I know I've been like hit and miss for life reasons, because after I graduated from Columbia, I was planning to launch my career before I realized there was a pandemic.
Yeah.
2020 was supposed to be a relaunch.
Yes. For everybody.
Right, exactly. So now I am officially relaunching for real. I am preparing for a show. I keep saying coming soon because I have not chosen a date yet for some reasons. There are, various reasons why, but the band and the singers and everybody is in place. And the show is going to be called Seasons of Life. And it's memoirs in song. So my music, taking people on a journey of my life through my songs. And of course, it's always relatable and the stories are going to be told. So keep an ear out and an eye out for more details.
Yes, so we're looking
excited.
forward. We're looking forward to it, and we were happy to be able to speak on your music for your the little plug we did. We were
Love
very
that.
asked for us to do that.
Love that.
Christmas is a celebration.
It is a celebration. Absolutely is.
Hey,
so silly.
I'm sorry. Hey, I had to throw that in there. Every time it's Christmas time, and that's always like one of the first songs we have to play. Like Christmas is, every time Bobbie does her Gospel Excellence podcast, I'm like, you know what? You got to make sure. I know Christmas is a celebration. I was like, do you want to start off with it? Do you want to lead into it? Do you want to end with it? Well, I don't care. Just put it in there.
Like, you have to start. You have to start with it.
I appreciate that so much. So much. Is there a way to play that little video? Would that be too much?
I wonder if we could. Well,
what video?
The video we did.
The little promo of you all talking.
Let's see. I don't know. Can you get it through? Let's see.
How did I send it?
Yeah, how did
No, I
you
mean,
send it? How
Wait
did
a
you
minute.
send it?
No, that's a good question. How did I send that?
it's on. I tagged you all in. You can't play the video.
Let's see.
Did I have a?
I wonder.
Uh-oh.
Somebody.
Uh-oh, are you-
I
Somebody.
think I
Somebody.
froze.
Oh
Oh no, we still see you. No, you're good.
no, we got you. Yeah, I see you.
Hello?
Yep,
Yep.
yep, we see you. Yep, you're still there. I don't know if she gets. I don't know if she gets this. Can't hear us. Oh. Well,
Oh.
that's-
Yeah, we
One of
can.
the things that I found when we were doing when I was at IUPUI in Indiana when we were doing our masters to play videos, it was usually because we had to present all of our projects in video form, and so what we did is we would just send them the people the link to it so that they could watch it, and then we'd come back and discuss it after. And so because sometimes when you send it like from your set, like if you play it, it's going to sound kind of wonky and low bit depth, so but if you could like send people the link and say, okay, here, the one that CHAR wanted to see, you could send people the link and then they could play it from their own local device,
that's-
and then it'll sound better.
Yeah, that's a good point too. That's
Yeah,
a
I'm
good
trying
point.
to figure out exactly how long ago.
Did you send it? I think you might have sent it to her messenger. I think.
I didn't see it there.
No.
It's somewhere.
It would be. Yeah, it would be
How
cool
long
if you could
was
link
that,
it.
like a couple. I'll try to figure it out.
It was probably about 2 weeks ago. Maybe
there
2
she
weeks.
is.
There she goes.
There she is.
There she is.
I don't know what just happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know
That's
what
okay.
happened because we could
Come
still
on.
see you and hear you. I don't know what happened.
Coming back to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. CHAR, welcome. Hey, we haven't seen you for a long time. How have you been?
It's so good to be here.
Well, it's good that we're glad that you're here.
Yeah, Jeff
Yeah,
was
I'll
trying to
put
tell us
something
how that maybe we should like link it into the.
Oh,
there it is. Okay, wait.
You
this is
found
good.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, wait.
I
Is
found
that
it.
on CHAR's?
It's on CHAR's social media.
Okay, so wait, let me see. Because I'm not quite as look, there you go. I'm not quite as techie as you, but I can.
So it was copied to something.
I can do a link thing. Okay, so I can do links here. So let's see.
Yeah, she does this all day long. Students.
I might not be able to. Okay, let's see. So you've got that. No, I don't want to block anything. Okay.
You're trying to block something?
All right. So I hopefully it did.
Did it go anywhere?
It did not do it. Okay.
No.
So I guess
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for trying.
It's on the
It's
on Sam's phone, which is funny, but it's not showing on.
All right,
here.
we'll figure that out.
That's
Yeah, no pressure. I just thought it'd be cool for them to hear you guys and the song with your voices.
Why don't we just play it?
Yeah, you. I mean,
You could.
Jeff
Mhm.
made a good.
I don't
point
think
about,
I don't think we're gonna get copyrighted.
No.
I don't think so. I think
I think these
the
are
artist
things are
is
voices.
here, and
So
Yeah.
should I just play the audio part of it?
no, you could just show it.
Okay.
Mhm.
CHAR is here on the show,
Yeah, the
and
artist
she
is
gives
here.
us this.
So you see.
Oh, no, gotta
Hey, wait a minute. Back up, hold up, wait a minute.
Back it up.
Really?
CHAR has the rights to this music. YouTube.
I wrote it.
It's
I recorded it. I produced it.
Let's see.
And I performed it.
and performed it.
It
Absolutely.
belongs to me.
Okay, let's put it closer.
We have dubbed CHAR years ago as the inspiration sensation. Her voice was touched by God. She has the voice of an angel.
That's right. And speaking of angels, our Christmas holiday doesn't begin without first hearing her album, Family Christmas. Not only is CHAR's angelic voice permeating throughout this album, there are extra sweet touches of her family singing with her.
So you see, because of CHAR, the inspiration sensation, Christmas is a celebration.
You all have the best voices. It's awesome. I love you guys so much.
We love you.
too.
Yeah.
You are the sweet one, sister.
No. You are the extra sweet. Look, there's two of you. Oh, this is great. Thanks for having us so much.
Yes.
We're so happy to
Yeah.
have you guys here, and we're definitely wanting you back, and we want
Yes.
to talk about the upcoming show, and I
I'm
know
ready.
you wanted us involved in that a little bit, so I know we'll
Yes,
talk
a
about that.
lot.
We'll talk
Definitely.
about that. But we just thank you both so much, and Jeff, you are just a world of knowledge, and we are just so
Yes.
thankful that CHAR introduced us to you, and you are
Yes.
part of our CCI radio family.
All right.
Yes.
So
It's
It's an honor. It's an honor.
back
Oh.
and bring your partner with us. We'd like
Okay.
to talk to him about your business partner and all of this, and
Thank you.
we would love to have him as well. I'm sure he's busy. It is the holiday season, so
He's actually had an appointment to take his mother-in-law shopping for Christmas.
That
And
was
that's why,
It is
You
the
know what?
holiday
you know,
season.
they
That
say
is.
happy wife, happy life, and it's kind of similar to that.
I get it. Hey, I already shopped for you. Yours. Hey, one of your things should be here today.
All right. Well, I hope I'm not the one that goes out and gets it.
You won't. No, you won't. I'm the
I
one
might see it.
No, you won't.
Okay.
I'm the one that's
All
going to
right.
get the notification, not you.
Okay.
So where you going? I'll be right back. So, Jeff, I'm gonna be reaching out to you a little bit later today, so you can expect an email from Pandemic Press Media, which is us.
Yeah,
So
okay.
don't be alarmed. Don't, if it goes in the spam, don't think it's like a junk.
Yeah, okay. Pandemic's good.
Email you some different things. And again, we want to thank you guys for coming aboard today. And Shar, do you have a couple minutes to hang out?
Sure.
Okay,
Always. Uh-huh.
great. Okay.
Excellent.
But we want to thank you, the audience, for tuning in today. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here.
Yes.
Again, we are getting closer and closer to our 13-year anniversary, New Year's Day. We'll talk more about that on next week's show.
Congrats.
And
Thank you.
in the meantime, make sure you tune in to Love Notes tomorrow with me.
Okay.
It's Christmas, so we do the Christmas thing.
Interesting. Okay. Very good.
And then we
Very
got all
good.
kinds of Christmas stuff this coming week on our YouTube channel, so make sure you tune in for that. We got some special things for Tuesday Talks, and
Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit silly with the 12 days of Christmas, so
Yeah.
make sure you tune into that.
Fun.
yeah, good stuff. So thank you, Danetta. Thank you, Zelma. Thank you, Kim. Anybody else I may have missed? To anyone,
I see folks here, but nobody
Yeah.
else is talking. So, ladies, thank you for joining
Yes.
the conversation. We do
Yes.
appreciate it.
Be here.
Yes, again, make sure you click like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Give this show a thumbs up.
Yeah,
And we
give the
just wanna
show a
thank you
thumbs
guys.
up, please.
And
Yeah.
subscribe to CHAR. There
Yes.
you go. That's my main.
And
That's
find
the
Bitten
thing.
music as
Yeah.
well.
And we have to find, we got to.
I know we have to connect.
I got some work to
We
do.
got some work to do today.
I was writing a lot of stuff down. I got stuff to do. So anyway, thank you, Jeff. It's a pleasure to
It's
have
been a
you with
pleasure.
us today. You are always welcome back as well.
Thanks.
You are family, like Bobbie D said.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's an honor. Thank you very much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. And thank you all for joining us. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today's a gift. That's why we call it the present. Thank you so much for joining us today. Make sure you look up Jeff and CHAR on all of the social media platforms and all of the websites that we gave you. And of course, if you can't, make sure you tune back in and you can find out all that information once again. And of course, all of their information will be linked to ours as well.
Yep.
Thank you all so much for joining us, and we will see you again really, really soon.
And stand by, guys. Hold on
Yes,
one
stand
second.
by.
Here we go.